It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Some people were biking to work today, others were biking to wherever, but only one we met was biking halfway across the country. Kristina is a first-year astrophysics student at the University of Oklahoma. She is spending the first few weeks of her summer vacation biking 1,600 miles in the west.
I started in Oklahoma City and rode across Oklahoma, the Panhandle, which was really remote, and I had to figure out a bunch of things along the way. Then I did a little bit across New Mexico, enjoyed the volcanoes, and now I'm doing kind of a loop across Colorado, just mostly seeing places. Like, that's kind of the point of my trip. So I've been hopping from a state park to a state park, or some really nice places like different lakes or mountains.
And you said you came from Oklahoma, but we can tell you're not from Oklahoma. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Slovakia.
And you came out to the Colorado mountains because it feels like home.
Yeah, exactly. There was a part when I went over a hill in New Mexico, and that's the first time I saw the Colorado mountains. And I don't remember exactly which mountains they were, but they were like kind of close to each other, and the view looked exactly like the mountains I have at home. Almost cried, but it was such a beautiful sight.
And you're not just biking. You've also climbed Mount Elbert, and now you're on your way to Rocky Mountain National Park.
Exactly.
And what's your plan when you get up to the national park?
So it's a huge climb on a bicycle. I really want to do the Trail Ridge Road, which goes across the park, and I have been told it has beautiful scenery, so I'm really looking forward to that.
It really is. So next time you complain about having to drive over Trail Ridge Road, it's such a long drive, remember that Kristina's out there on her bicycle doing it all human-powered. This is your very first time doing this. Mm-hmm. Would you do it again?
I would.
How long did it take you to decide that, though? Were there some days in there when you were thinking, why did I ever do this?
I think it was more of because I made the choice myself and I'm doing this alone, there's no one I can complain to, just to blame myself. So I feel like starting this trip, especially in a foreign country, which I still am getting to know, was a decision that kind of made me actually be invested into this trip and not regret it. Yes, there were some rough days because it's a physical and mental challenge, but in the end I feel like it's really worth it.
Wish her luck. She is already riding out of the county and making her way up north. Air quality today is the worst of the week. Air monitors on Purple Air read over 120 for most of Summit. That means people with respiratory and other health issues might be feeling the effects. If you feel sick, head inside. Most of that haze today, it's still coming from fires out of state in Utah and Nevada, but a new fire south of Rifle is now in the mix. The Dry Creek fire has burned over 315 acres since yesterday. Authorities in Park County, they report a new fire as of today, the Bruno Gulch fire north of Grant. At least 2 slurry bombers are strafing it from above. A nearby campground is evacuated. Local fire danger remains very high here in Summit with Stage 1 fire restrictions. Starting on Friday is a Stage 2 fire ban. No campfires, backyard fire pits, or charcoal grills. Just today, Eagle County confirms a Stage 2 ban there for the Vale area starting on Friday. And in local sports, mountain bikers are racing now on the Peaks Trail from Breckenridge to Frisco. Go cheer them on from the finish line at Miners Creek Road. That's just off the rec path behind the hospital. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.